Wow, what an opening week that was, huh? Just absolutely amazing. It all started with the Super Bowl rematch between the Broncos and the Panthers, and the Broncos had to come back from a deficit, but they ended up winning. Carolina had a chance to win, but Graham Gano's field goal attempt went just a bit wide. So in all, Cam Newton began his season the same way he ended last season, losing to Denver. And of course, football was really back in full on Sunday. And of course, Sunday, of course, was the anniversary of 9/11. And of course, the words "never forget" were trending. And of course, I, among everybody, I'll never forget that day. 15 years, I can't believe it's been that long. I'll never forget that. I literally woke up that Tuesday morning, September 11th, 2001. I literally woke up to this tragedy. I woke up and I saw the news that the World Trade Center was attacked, and of course, on that date every year, we take that time to show our true patriotism. We show our pride and our gratitude for being Americans, and our pride for being in this wonderful country full of freedoms and opportunity. And it is oddly on that note that the discussion was all about the national anthem and how the 26 teams who participated that Sunday would react. This is all due to Colin Kaepernick and his protests. He had been refusing to stand for the anthem in protest in support of the Black Lives Matter movement, which is a very, very good cause. It was a very good cause and has to be noticed. However, though, he's getting criticism for it. People say, well, he's disrespecting the flag and this, that, and the other. I don't like to listen to that nonsense. I don't think he's disrespecting the flag. However, I do have a problem with his sincerity. I honestly don't think he's sincere in this, because this whole thing has been going on throughout his career. It's been going on. It didn't just start. It's been going on really long that, but it's been going on throughout his career. He had 4 years to speak up on it, especially back in that first year when he was going to the Super Bowl and he was just removed from going to the Super Bowl. He had all that time to really speak about it, yet he chooses now, when his stock is at his lowest and he's not even a starting quarterback anymore, he chooses now to take this stance and get noticed. I said, if Kaepernick is really sincere about this, then I'm with him all the way. But I kind of doubt it. But let's digress and talk about the subject at hand, which is football. And how about the Raiders, huh? Oh man, I still can't believe they actually went for two like that. You know, they would doubt that late in the game, an extra point could tie it. Now, extra points aren't really automatic anymore, due to the fact they moved them back about a year or so ago. But even so, they could have tied the game. Instead, they decided to just go all in. And of course, the mentality of football is, if you're on the road, you go for the win, you go for the kill, you take whatever chips you have and just shove them to that table and go, I'm all in. And that's exactly what happened. And it just happened what they got the two-pointer, which is even more shocking, because two-pointers are very difficult. But they got the two-pointer, and they ended up beating the Saints 35-34. All those good numbers Breeze had, and the defense let him down. It was disgraceful. And speaking of teams with no defense, the Packers narrowly survived the Jaguars. This is due to the fact that we don't have a defense. You know, the Packers are supposed to blow out teams like that, but it ended up being a nail biter. And here's the thing about the Packers defense. It may be mostly non-existent, but when we need to show up, we do show up. And that's exactly how the Packers won that game. Jacksonville's on their last drive, needing to go all the way. And on 4th and short, we stopped them and made them go backwards. That's what clinched the game. So when the Packers defense needs to show up, the Packers defense does. We don't show up all the time. We don't show up like we should most of the time. But on those clutch moments, we're there. And this is the second straight year that the Packers won the season opener. Our home opener is until the 25th, which is a gym. We're going to be on the road next week, but we're going to be on national television on NBC against the Vikings. And we owe those purple punks an ass whooping. And of course, this week, another focal point in football was, of course, the Patriots. This is the first of 4 Brady-less games for New England, and they narrowly survived the Cardinals. The Cardinals' field goal attempt was short, and if those you watch that game like I did, then you know that attempt was doomed for the start. The snap was terrible. I saw plain as day the holder was kind of having trouble with that ball, and right there I knew he's not going to make this field goal. And but again, and I had to go in rant mode. Here because the Patriots are being hailed as conquering heroes. They beat it without Brady and Gronk. They beat a team with a lot of faults. Let's say they were going to beat that team anyway. A lot of people knew it. I don't think anybody thought Arizona was going to win, even with Brady and Gronk out. Brady suspended. I think Gronk was injured, but they were treated like royalty by the media. Oh, they played this valiant game and won despite all odds against them. They win one game against a faulty team without Brady, and they get the hero treatment. The Packers last year started 6-0 without our best receiver, and all we got was questions. This team should be 6-0. They're a faulty team. They beat nobodies. You know, this double standard and bias needs to stop. It's ridiculous. And the Brady-less period is still going to be easy for them, because after this, I don't know the order. They play Miami, Houston, and Buffalo. I mean, come on. I think even Cleveland could beat at least 2 of those teams, not all of them. But watch. It will really be something if they go 4-0 without Brady, and in Brady's first game back, they get beat. Anything's possible. Remember, this was the same Tom Brady who on November 29th, he was defeated in overtime by now the conqueror in Houston, Brock Osweiler. Speaking of Brock, he got his first win as a Texan, beat the Bears, so he's already off to a winning start. And of course, the week ended with the Monday night doubleheader. Pittsburgh blew out Washington, but I was mainly looking forward to the Rams game, the first LA Rams game since '94. And after that, they're still looking for their first LA points. They got shut out, dominated, fried, died, and laid to the side. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. But I picked the Rams to go to the playoffs. I picked them to well, not to win the division, obviously. That's going to be between Seattle and Arizona. Honestly, I think Seattle's going to win the West. But I had the Rams getting one of the wild cards, because I think that move is gonna lead to them actually winning some games that most people believe they shouldn't win. And I think they're gonna go like 9-7 and get that last spot in the playoffs in the NFC. So, and of course, that's week one. Week one was pretty crazy, and week two, oh boy, week two is gonna feature Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. First meeting between those two teams since the playoff game that had all those stupid personal fouls and borderline fights from Cincinnati, and week two also featured the Rams home opener. That's gonna be big. That's gonna be big. Football in LA again, and of course the Packers. We're gonna take care of Minnesota, and next Monday's game is Philly and the Bears. But the week two starts on Thursday with the Jets and the Bills, and I actually picked the Jets. To get the playoffs. And I posted these on Twitter at Clyde E. Dawkins. I posted these on Twitter, and I was like, well, what do we have here? A couple of haters? Got a couple of haters? Don't think the Jets are gonna get in? I mean, come on. The Jets are better now, and the AFC is tepid. The AFC is tepid. It's not like the NFC, which has all the good teams. The AFC is a tepid conference. I would think that the improved Jets would possibly basically be a lock for a wild-card spot. They're not going to win the division, obviously, but I would think they would be in contention for a spot and get in with about 11 wins, 10 or 11 wins, at least 10. That's going to be the number. They shouldn't win less than that. But anyway, so that's my review of week one. 1 down, 16 to go. I have a feeling there's going to be another fun season. So with that, fasten your seatbelts and enjoy this wonderful ride that is the 2016 NFL season. Until next week.